front of an audience at a microphone, which tends to focus you a little bit.
Right. So, perfect time for this then, the no labels third party thing. Can a third party actually make a dent for the first time in 30 years? The group's theory, the no labels, of victory hinges on the fact that Biden and Trump are incredibly unpopular. A January News Nation Decision Desk HQ poll found that 59% of people don't want a Trump-Biden rematch. I've seen higher numbers than that. What's more, 63% of American adults believe that the Republican and Democrat parties do such a poor job of representing the American people that a third party is needed. 63% of people say that.
Wow.
According to a Gallup poll, the highest level since Gallup began asking the question, that whole two-thirds think a third party would be a better idea. Highest level they've ever had in Gallup. So No Labels itself has conducted extensive polling and modeling that show, at least on paper, an opening for a centrist ticket. The group commissioned a December 22 national poll in which 59% of respondents said they'd be open to voting for a moderate independent for president if the alternatives are Trump and Biden. 60%. A similar poll in 8 battleground states released last summer found even more voters would consider such a candidate. So, where are we then? In a multi-candidate race, you might only need 34% to get all of the electoral votes, because it's winner take all in almost every state. And you split it 3 ways, 34% might do it. Mm-hmm. No Labels modeling shows that a moderate Democrat and a moderate Republican ticket securing a plurality of the vote, 34%, compared to Biden's 33.3 and Trump's 32.7 in some polls that they've looked at. The problem is this: over the last 2 years, No Labels has invested heavily in ballot access across the country. They're in a whole bunch of states, blah, 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 blah. Ross Perot at this point in 1992 hadn't even started the process, and he ended up on all 50. So if you got the money and the organization, you can't end up on all 50, and they're already on 18. The problem is they haven't picked a candidate yet. And the history of these things is people saying, yes, I would love a moderate Republican and a moderate Democrat. Then you put actual names on there, and then they say, oh, no, I don't want him or her. Sure, for whatever reason. And the numbers go way down from there. Right. The hypothetical candidate, you get to fill the vessel with your own hopes and dreams. They're an empty vessel. Or somebody with no baggage. Everybody's got some baggage. They voted this way on this or that way on that, and it turns you on. Yeah, and whether it's legitimate or not, the other guys come at them with their brickbats and their attack dogs and the rest of it, and try to portray them as, right. Scum. You know, one thing you could get the Republican Party and the Democratic Party to agree upon? Let's just make sure no other party gets a shot. Let's make one thing sure between the two. Behind closed doors, I guarantee you this is true. The RNC and DNC would say, I don't care if Biden or Trump wins, but we can't have a different party win. That is not on the table. They might be having weekly meetings about how to stamp out No Labels or any other effort. RFK Jr. Do you think that's true, what I just said? Yeah. Behind the scenes, the top people in the party leadership would say, Biden or Trump, but not a third party, or we're doomed. Oh yeah, 100%. Mm-hmm. That's going to be fun to watch. It's certainly going to change the politics, and then, so I don't think a third party candidate will win, but God, they get half of that. They get 15%, it's going to throw it one way or the other. It depends on who they siphon the most from, which will be the entire discussion. A vote for Schmitovich is a vote for Trump, or vice versa, right? Which is true. Is the fact. How about Nikki Haley and Joe Manchin? I wonder which one will be on top. Gotta have the gal. The woman on top. You'll pardon me. I do. I really do. Yeah. For reasons that it's time for a woman president. Laziness? Is that why? It's easier? You know what? Take a quick nap. Believe in sharing the workload. I don't think that makes me a bad guy. I think it's time for a woman president. I'm empowering them. I don't know what you're talking about. I I just think it's time for America's women to be represented in the highest office.
What are your thoughts? Text line 415-295-KFTC.
Armstrong and Getty.
You ought to get hold of Infinite Home Services and have them come by and do one of their energy appraisals of your home. They figure out where are your energy dollars going and what are the most effective ways to help you spend less and be more efficient. Maybe that's one of their great solar systems. Maybe it's not.
By the way, they got a lot of knowledge about backup generators and all that sort of stuff. If all of a sudden you've decided in the last week or two, I need to look at some alternatives, well, here's the direction you want to go. And then the whole solar thing is just a math situation. What are your energy bills? What's solar going to cost? If it's cheaper per month, you go solar.
Yeah, if you've ever looked into like the Tesla systems, they're certified Tesla solar roof installers, for instance. But anyway, give them a call. They're really nice people. They just want to figure out how to save you money. Give them a call, 833-NO-PGE-4U. That's 833-NO-PGE-4U, or go to infiniteenergyco.com. infiniteenergyco.com.
License number 1037869.
With everything going on in the world today, the war, the inflation, the geopolitical tensions, $33 trillion in national debt, it's no wonder people are looking to diversify their savings with gold and silver. But who does Sean Hannity choose for his gold and silver? None other than the top-rated precious metals company, Goldco. Goldco is a 7-time Inc. 5000 winner with over 5,000 5-star reviews, and they've helped thousands of Americans place over $2 billion in gold and silver. They're Sean Hannity's top choice. And right now, they're offering up to $10,000 in bonus silver for Sean Hannity listeners. But it's first come, first served, and only while supplies last. So don't wait. Call Goldco, 855-815-GOLD, to learn how you can get started today. Tell them Hannity sent you, and see if you qualify for up to $10,000 in bonus silver. Call Goldco at 855-815-GOLD. That's 855-815-GOLD.
Attention, if you or a loved one ever worked on or lived near an agricultural farm, you may have been exposed to the dangerous weed killer paraquat, which can cause Parkinson's disease. Paraquat has been used to spray crops in California since the 1960s. Unfortunately, paraquat can cause Parkinson's disease, including hand tremors, muscle stiffness, or loss of balance. If you or a loved one have any of these conditions, you may be entitled to substantial compensation as a result of exposure. The California Paraquat Attorneys Natrix Law Group, with offices throughout the valley, represents hundreds of paraquat Parkinson's disease clients against the manufacturers. If you believe you or a loved one were exposed to paraquat and were later diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, there is limited time to make a claim. So call Natrix Law Group now for your free consultation to see if you qualify and get the compensation you deserve. Remember, if we don't win, you don't pay. Call 800-606-6155. That's 800-606-6155. 800-606-6155.
The IRS is the most powerful collection agency on earth, and if you owe back taxes, the news isn't good. The IRS is raising the interest rate it charges on unpaid taxes, and further rate hikes are expected. Most people don't know it, but the IRS adds interest charges to your tax debts daily. So if you owe the IRS today, you'll owe even more tomorrow. And it doesn't stop until you get right with the IRS. The good news is getting right can start with one phone call to Optima Tax Relief, America's #1 tax relief firm. Optima's tax professionals specialize in the Fresh Start Initiative, a powerful IRS program that can save you thousands if you qualify. In fact, the experts at Optima have resolved over $1 billion in tax debt for their clients. Call now for a free consultation.
Call 800-375-2922. 800-375-2922. 800-375-2922.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com. Privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textplan.us. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message data rates may apply. Reply stop to opt out. Terms and conditions apply. For full details, see unlock.com/legal.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How'd you find the money to do it? We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today. So it's a home equity loan? No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt. Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
Message received.
Just send them a text.
Do you want to hear it?
To 323232 to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Pay off debt, improve your home
Mountain Heating and Air Studios.
The Armstrong and Getty Show.
One interesting thing about this Toby Keith song, hear from my horse, a pretty popular song with Willie Nelson. He's dead, Willie Nelson's still alive. Toby Keith died yesterday at 62. Willie Nelson has outlived an awful lot of people younger than him. That reminds me of the somewhat dark joke that if in 1992 you had bet that Bob Dylan would be the longest surviving traveling Wilbury, right, you could have made $1 million. Now Jeff Lynne is still kicking, but not if I could find it. I'd watch my back. When you get your hands on them, I'll show you. This is Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson doing some sort of press conference, and they asked him, because Chicago's got an hellacious problem with illegal immigrants. Hellacious. It doesn't get a fraction of the attention of New York City because it's not New York City. But trust me when I know, I hear from friends and family, Chicago is drowning. So one of a reporter asks him, are you going to go to the border? And here's Let's Go Brandon Johnson's answer.
I've been very clear from the very beginning about the elements that were necessary to solve the border crisis. I just don't believe that the Senate bill, as that explained in our statement, meets the criteria that's necessary to solve the problem.
What the hell was that? Sorry, I got the wrong junction here. Here we go. 35.
I have children who attend schools who have soccer games, Joe. You know, you all are asking me as if I'm not a parent in this city. I get it, I'm mayor. I get it. But you're asking me to give you a date, and I have to report. Do you understand that you have not had a mayor like me? I get that. I have a wife, I have children, they have schedules. And plus, we still have public safety that we have to address. We still have the unhoused that we have to address. I still have a budget that I have to address. And I'm doing all of that with a black wife raising 3 black children on the west side of the city of Chicago. I am going to the border as soon as possible.
What was the race part there at the end? I have a black wife and 3 black kids. So you're busier? Well, I just think that was a really sad effort to play the race card. And what's funny about that was this whole, no, I haven't gone to the border. I'm the mayor of Chicago and I've got kids. Why would I go to the border? I got to deal with the budget. That was a pretty solid answer. Yeah, I don't know if you need to mention the kids or the race of his wife, but I'm the mayor of a city. Why would I visit the border? That's a federal issue. Well, and he's got 3 black kids and 3 black wives. Now I remember the Eric Adams story that the table wanted to get to from yesterday. It was a similar thing where out of nowhere he starts going hard at the race card. The only reason people are criticizing me is I'm black. Have you witnessed politics in the past? I mean, like, that's the one inevitable deal is people are going to gripe about the job you're doing. No, you could be like Swedish. You could be an albino Swede, and people would be bitching about the job you're doing. Right. Or half, at least half the people. Oh, yeah, well, yeah, some people, yeah. It's just, I'm a white dude. What am I going to tell Eric Adams? But you know how that makes you look? It's not good. Not good.
Armstrong and Getty.
If you're hiring, it can feel like you're trying to find a needle in a haystack. You can hope the right person comes along, or you can just use ZipRecruiter. And now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. In fact, ZipRecruiter has helped a lot of business owners find their needle in a haystack, like Marco, president of operations at Telly Tires and Auto Centers. Because Telly Tires has grown a lot in the last few years, Marco needed to hire everyone from a receptionist to a store manager to a head mechanic.
ZipRecruiter helps me find all the right people, even though it's difficult jobs to fill. ZipRecruiter helps me keep my business running.
Take it from Marco and millions of other businesses who've used ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter can help you find the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/RADIO. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter, the
myself clear. Consumer Cellular. When freedom calls, we're here to answer. Call us at 1-888-FREEDOM.
Half the cost savings based on cost of consumer cellular single line plus gigabyte data plan with unlimited talk and text compared to lowest cost single line postpaid unlimited talk, text, and data plan offered by T-Mobile and Verizon May 2023.
Looking for top-notch personal protection? The Smith & Wesson Equalizer is here to level the playing field. Easy to rack slide, easy to control ergonomic grip. It's designed for you. With a 10, 13, and 15-round magazine included, size up for better control or size down for easier concealment. Don't miss out on the opportunity to upgrade your safety. Visit your local dealer now. To learn more about the Equalizer, visit smith-wesson.com. Smith & Wesson, empowering Americans. All capacity sizes may not be available in your jurisdiction. Be sure to check your local laws and regulations.
Getting the best value in replacing your windows is more than how many dollars are knocked off the price. We're Armstrong and Getty for Brothers Windows, and your greatest return on investment for lasting value comes from high-quality, energy-saving, state-of-the-art windows.
Installed by expert craftsmen with years of experience and by a company that has been backing their work and guarantees for 3 decades.
Brothers Windows, a family of 9 brothers and sisters always striving for their customers' complete satisfaction.
Call Brothers for a free estimate. Go to brotherswindows.com. Brotherswindows.com.
I always wanted to learn Spanish, but I never thought I'd have the time. Then I discovered Babbel.
Babbel's lessons are fun. They only take like 10 or 15 minutes, and in 3 weeks, presto, you're starting to speak another language. Like magic.
I love that Babbel's lessons aren't just robots talking. They're voiced by native speakers, so you get the pronunciation just right. And they're designed by real language teachers, so you learn how to have a real-world conversation, things you'll actually use.
It's incredible. After using Babbel, I'm ready to start having real conversations in French.
There's all kinds of ways to learn. Use Babbel's podcasts, or games, or videos. You can even join live classes with a language teacher.
If you want to learn a language, there's no faster, easier, better way than
Babbel. Babbel. Évidemment. Babbel. Language for life. Celebrating 10 million subscriptions sold. Go to Babbel.com and start learning a new language today. That's BABBEL.com. Start learning a language today at Babbel.com.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? There's a tremendous price war in term life. Industry rates have dropped dramatically in the past few years. For example, a man aged 45, non-smoker, can get $1 million of coverage for $75 per month, level rate for 10 years. Or a man aged 60, non-smoker, can obtain $500,000 of coverage for a monthly premium of $110, level rate for 20 years. That's right, guaranteed level rate for 20 years. If you're a smoker, we have great rates available for you as well. At Term Busters, we specialize in policies of $500,000 and above. If you're looking for new or replacement term life insurance, call for a free quote today. 800-200-2250. That's 800-200-2250. Don't wait. Call 800-200-2250. 800-200-2250. Sample rate quotes based on preferred non-smoker rate class. Exam required to qualify.
And affordable dentures and implants. Our Snap Secure dental implants will let you eat and speak with confidence at a price that's affordable. So if you think you can't afford dental implants, think again. Our 5 practices in the Sacramento area are open to serve you. Schedule a free New Smile consultation by calling 1-800-DENTURE or visit AffordableDentures.com to find the practice near you. Schedule your New Smile consultation today. Affordable dentures and implants. Go ahead and smile.
Simple Traditions Cremation Services is woman-owned and operated, specializing in green burials and human composting.
Take us with you on your free iHeartRadio app for your music, radio, and podcast. And now, traffic on Talk 650 KSDE.
Watch out for a box full of traffic cones between the second and third lanes from the left on eastbound 50 near Bradshaw Road. West on 50, 25 minutes from Folsom to downtown Sacramento.